Why is the game gone?
Oh
And
my
why
God.
is there a
Where's
train?
the game?
What happened?
There's a
Wander?
train.
Wander, what do
Where's
you
the
do?
game?
There's a train.
Whenever
Sorry,
we
it's a
stop
train.
trains, this is what it looks like at all times. Just
wait.
trains and screaming and cats.
Oh, hi,
It's
this
the
game.
707 train
Oh.
that happens every night.
No, no. All right then.
Also, that's
Hello,
not a train, this is a
welcome.
kitty. Hi.
Welcome back to Apollo Justice. It's been a bit.
Uh-huh.
Put the cat down. Back away from the microphone, ma'am.
Ignore her. She's just happy.
It's hard to.
Yeah.
So, welcome back to Apollo Justice, Saves Attorney Trilogy. So,
The first game of the trilogy.
the first one, because we played the last one.
Yes.
This is your reminder.
Hey, this is your reminder that we played Spirit of Justice first and then went back to the beginning of the series.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That happened.
Was that an Apollo Justice game?
Yeah,
Technically.
it's part of it's
Technically.
in this trilogy.
It's
Oh.
called
I
the
got my
Apollo
head 'cause it
Justice
was like a
Trilogy.
50-50 experience.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called
Yeah,
the Apollo
yeah.
Justice Trilogy because this is one Apollo appeared in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that game, I remember, is mostly Phoenix, but
Yeah, next game will be.
It's the biggest part of the
hang on.
plot was definitely Apollo, but
Yeah.
well, yeah, but
But you know.
yeah.
yeah. Anyway, Yakuza, that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a dragon, let's go!
Shut up, get back into it.
Well, last time
Comparable to, but not literally a dragon.
we left off, Apollo got pointed a gun at several times.
yeah.
That's right.
Thank you, Optical.
Yes, thank you, Optical, for making this.
Give him back to Trucy,
I
Apollo.
don't
know how this happened.
There's another one in the background.
Who's that with the rifle?
Another one. But yes,
I
thank
love
you.
Why is Juicy
I love the
have
commitment to
sniper
the
rifle? I
bit.
don't understand.
Why she has it? Because different gun.
Because it's funny.
Is that,
It's really
is
funny.
that Trucy with the sniper?
Yes.
rifle?
Right,
Yeah.
but why?
Why
She was
not?
totally fine with the whole thing. And then she comes in with the biggest gun, like she was lying.
She's doing it for the bit.
It's for the bits. See,
For the bit.
it's only Phoenix that's shooting to kill here. He's having his finger on the trigger. No one else does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Someone in chat pointed that out. When in
Love
Rome.
that.
Anyways, we're on the trial.
That's right.
There,
Let's get back into
there
it.
we go. No match today.
So last time on this, mob wife untrustworthy, I think is what we settled on.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's June.
Oh, Daddy
Dude.
Judge is still so scary.
It's lobby number 2.
It's June.
This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so.
That's a bad time to go to sleep, Apollo.
That's
Just
not enough sleep.
Looks at my clock being 1
I'm
and
about to
10
say,
a.m.
what in the world?
Sapsy.
Oh? What time did you wake up?
2 a.m. 3 a.m.
That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me.
Did you sleep?
No!
Oh.
And the amazing Mr. Hat.
Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. Maybe Phoenix?
Maybe Phoenix.
That voice!
Phoenix!
Oh yeah, it's Phoenix.
Hey, you guys got any sleep?
No!
Mr. Right!
I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow, that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun.
Okay.
Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today?
Take a guess.
How about Little Plum?
That Sherman tank of oh, damn. Nope, guess again.
That's too
It's a
bad.
brick house.
You know, speaking of moms,
Who's
my
my
mommy?
mom?
Oh,
You need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
Girl!
Oh my
Girl.
goodness, it's barely morning and you're at it already, Tracy. Wow.
When you gonna make me some siblings, Daddy?
Oh my, wow.
He's
Got
right
the big
here.
questions. The big question, maybe the big question should happen in there, in the courtroom.
I'm so uncomfortable. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy the father-daughter relationship now.
What are you talking about? They're adorable together.
That's the thing.
So, oh,
So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness actually is?
Alita Tiala, your client's fiance.
She's going to be a witness?
But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance?
Got to wonder what Gavin's up to.
Something's going down today. How much is clear?
Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back.
Oh
Good.
yeah!
Oh,
yeah!
Okay. Anyways.
If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there.
A killer out of the panties?
Uh-huh.
Just like
please-
one at random?
It's
They
Mr.
did
Hanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's killed before. Court number 4. Ah! No, wabble rabble?
Court is now in session for the trial of Wakiki-Taki. No time for that. We gotta keep going.
Oh.
Oh, the defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house.
Wouldn't
Very
be able to
well.
Tell.
To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of panty snatching.
we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Yes, Jay?
Just the thought of the lantern screaming like, "Don't shoot me!" It's just really funny to me.
I get it. Correct, Harry Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
On the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon. The preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told it all, you see. To his betrothed.
Is betrothed? What?
Fiancé, Harry Judge. His
Oh.
partner for life, with no chance for parole.
Oh.
Betrothed.
Very well. You
Throated.
may show the lucky lady to the That's rare, very rude, Judge.
Well, hello.
Your name and occupation, Fraulein.
Alita Tiala, my occupation, future wife.
Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Yeah. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. What?
What?
You heard him.
Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
Where's my watering baskets, woman?
What was that sidebar?
I'll be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait. Very good.
Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Wakiki-Taki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder. Murder?
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
The plan.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Wacky found that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And, well, you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Wacky could have done it.
So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then.
2 seconds. Dog didn't allow me
Nom,
to
nom,
eat
nom.
before stream.
Nom,
Oh.
nom, 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 nom.
Yes. With regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion. On charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol of the defendant procurator? Yes, this has been proven.
How can you prove something like that?
Barely.
Very good. Yeah!
Oh, bullets carry marks from the Bear that fires them, called rifling marks.
Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprints, left on every bullet it fires.
That takes me back.
And when did you first hear about Waki's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
So we're gonna press everything, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Press!
Whoa.
That was the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Waki looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest.
So where were you at the time?
Mm,
Close.
Oh, so you were
Close
there at the time. That's where you were.
Yes, poor Waki. Oh,
Press!
That must have been quite frightening.
he was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
oh.
Did he now?
Hmm.
Well, no, this is the well,
Did he now?
okay,
Would
there.
they have? Oh.
This is the correct evidence.
Yeah, it was like, did they? Wait, did they?
Well, if they're gonna have her add this to the testimony, then I think we know the answer.
Hmm. Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file a...
Well, never mind.
Aw.
You thought. You thought.
You thought it would be easy. This is the second copy.
I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I perform without complaints. Is this the autopsy update?
Yeah.
Waki's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper.
It's an age where it's hard.
So hard. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
Great, now she sounds like a psychopath.
I'll teach him. I'll learn him good.
So, it's easy to take a pistol out from the house?
Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. Waki is a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah?
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Mm, mm.
Sounds like he had a taste for sweets and danger.
Danger sweets.
The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol.
Luna!
Hi, Luna.
Stop murring at me! You're in the bedroom! 2 rooms across! What are you murring at?
Bark, bark, bark.
Take me outside!
Give me attention!
I waited a 20-minute walk between like a dragon and now, and
Give me
then
that!
No!
Love me!
Lay in the bed instead of underneath the bed during nighttime.
So
What
Seth and I
happened?
both have had to want attention.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened? Meaning, the murder.
I tried to stop him, I really did. But Waki wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seemed.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
How can you say that for certain? How?
Objection!
That's a wall.
It is. Herr Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Waki was it, who took the pistol from his home.
I'll stop badgering and start weaseling around. Me, 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 me.
Good one, Herr Forehead.
I hate it.
You know you don't. We know this for a fact now.
I suppose we do.
So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not? Simple logic, yeah?
That does seem to be the case. Yep. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used this pistol?
There was another.
Another.
Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person who had access to that pistol. Yeah.
What's this?
I don't know. God Sidious to start talking in my head, and I think I know what I'm talking about.
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then.
Yeah.
Tell the court who this other person with access was.
It was Hickfield!
No, it was a leader, right?
Had to be.
Eh?
Oh, yeah, that makes
Hey.
sense.
Wanna do a leader then?
Are we just gonna go after her immediately?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
I mean,
The
all
only
I
other
can
person I
think
can
of
think
is
of
having
was
Daddy.
You're evil and I know it.
you know,
We
somebody
have
from
the evidence
family,
to
but
support it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my mind it just could be any from the Kentucky, but the game probably wants us to say her.
Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala.
Me?
You.
Why?
Oh, you were clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed the man in cold blood on his behalf.
But that's a cute dress.
I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this...
It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and for supporting a partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
Think?
You're just not a lover.
I'd hope you do more than just hesitate.
Raise your hand if you would.
Murder?
You can't see my hand.
You
What am I
can't see my
doing?
hands.
Wait, none of us have hands.
Ah! What happened to my hand?
the murderer.
We're just a bunch of floating heads. Why hasn't anybody noticed this?
Weird.
But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
Well,
Somewhere.
they were pretty upfront about it.
Which one do you guys want?
Evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So-
The thing we found in the safe.
Yeah, the chart.
Which one?
The chart.
The chart.
That's signed Alita Tiala. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
That looks like a medical chart?
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. Don't ask. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala, whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Look at that.
That's an expression.
Yeah.
Well, can you explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala?
You're right, Logica. Those are extremely pursed lips. I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Our warm little fiance just froze over.
I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's
Oh.
all. Oh, I love her vibe now. She's so
Sassy
good.
bitch.
Is there a problem with that?
Yes.
Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't now.
Now,
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all.
there's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly.
She's one tough nut. This guy feels like, right at home with the Katakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
Still connected. Ah,
The sandals with her
Yeah.
footprints.
Shoot.
These
Do
ones
we
or
want
these
the
ones?
slippers or the sandals?
the
I'm-
her shoes that were found in the clinic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm betting either
Yeah.
one works, but
These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby.
Man, we're speedrunning this trial.
Yeah.
They're yours, aren't they?
First of all, those are wedges.
Shoes!
Well, who knows? What was that read? Let me try again. Well, who knows? I'm sure there are
I
lots
knows.
of people with those sandals.
So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working.
ooh.
Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware of the toe-sleeve toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals would reveal all.
Why are you stealing our thunder?
Right?
I'm the
wants to?
thunder.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance of the clinic.
Channels? I'm not one to speak at all on this.
I heard sandals.
I said sandals. I'm also
I
those
don't
stuff
know what I
down.
heard.
No, which means you were there on the day of the murder.
Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus clinic that day?
She reminds me of Angel Star at this point. Remember her?
Oh yeah,
From
that's
the DLC
right.
case? Yeah.
Hmm.
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walker had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I'm going to tell him to be careful as an old friend.
By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I shouldn't let him know, you know? No.
That does make sense. Oh, I do know.
I know. Yes, but there's still one thing which does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. You can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I would have worn those sandals home too. They look nice, and I would look good in them.
So why?
Yeah.
We guessed you would, Herr Judge. So why would the sandals be left behind?
He put it in the Constitution before I did.
There's probably a good explanation for this. Right, Miss Tiala?
What did
Say.
you say?
It's my accent. Say, for instance,
Fucking better be.
there happened to be a similar pair of sandals, there which you wore home by mistake.
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Ja, Jorge?
Somebody's leading the witness.
Yeah, that's definitely leading.
Now
You
what
did not
did
give
you
us permission
fair?
to treat the witnesses hostile. You can't do that.
He's filling in the holes with a testimony.
Parsec
Defen-
is being a little weird.
Aw, Parsec,
Uh-oh.
quit that.
The
Is
defense
it?
may begin the cross-examination.
Like, is it for all of you or just Wander?
Just one.
Just wonder, I think.
Let me try closing it open. If it gets really bad, then I'll do a quick restart.
Okay.
I mean, but you could do is Jay could open his parsec or something, and then you just
We do
watch
that.
through. We've done that before, and it works
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around what time did you go to the clinic?
I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think.
And that was the first time you had contacted Mr. Maractus in half a year?
Dr. Maractus. Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day?
Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop walking, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Oh, could you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor. Knowing the doctor.
You mean that act of malpractice on Waki, correct?
If he had just told Waki the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True, that operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh, of course, if he told him. Might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought.
We know that the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him. Dark secrets.
Oh, yeah, that was it. I forgot.
Dark secrets.
No dark secrets, eh?
What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing.
She's hiding something, I know it.
I miss Lotta.
Yeah.
I must have some evidence that proves it, too.
You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. I wanted them to be careful. Objection, you just said you weren't friends with him.
But then you'd be betraying Waki, wouldn't you?
No, I did it for him, for us.
She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have committed such a crime, yeah?
I didn't want them to take my Waki away.
There's no way she just went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
I'm trying to figure out what really happened in that clinic, and fast.
Oh.
So it's the bullet, right?
We have a bullet?
We have a
Oh, in the back of
bullet
the
from
safe, right. Yeah, that's a safe bet.
This one. This one that had the fun dialogue with it.
Mm.
The one that Jay hates.
Cupcake.
It's a cupcake. Yeah.
Now, I
Bullets
can't help but also notice that there's... Oh, wait. Can I not press X? I cannot. I thought I could use the, like, ring thing on the top.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Well... Marcus was a timid man. Too timid to admit to his own mistake. Are we supposed to say what the mistake is, or...?
What about the bit where she's like, I don't have any dark secrets. Don't
Aw.
Yeah, it's either
contradict
that
me.
or two back, I think.
I hate being
Which
contradicted.
says I went to warn him after I knew Waki had the pistol. I'm not sure which of those. I feel like either could work. This one seems more like clearly
What?
leading you to contradict it.
What do we have that would be dark secrets-ish? Would it
For
be...
her?
Would it be this?
I mean,
We already talked about this though.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
The same evidence again.
I
I'm
almost
thinking
want to
that she
say
went-
it's the slippers.
Mm.
No, I'm thinking that she went to the clinic to kill him. And he ran off,
Oh.
and so she chased him.
Is that
Kill
new
the
You know,
dialogue?
it could be the slippers because this connects her to the crime.
I think this is later.
Let's at least look at this because this is new
Yeah.
dialogue.
And the toe prints match, which means the sandals and the slippers were worn by the same person. And the slippers are from this Maractus clinic. These had to be connected to the crime. These were her murdering shoes.
I think the slippers come up later. I think the evidence we need for this is the bullet.
Did the doctor seem to be a timid guy based on a Noodle Man story? I mean, I wouldn't personally say so, but that's circumstantial evidence. Or, like, conjecture, or whatever.
You never know until the gun is pointed at you.
Mm.
Okay, so you're saying present bullet on this statement?
Present bullet on some statement to show that she went to the clinic with the intent to kill him, not
Which
to
one?
warn him.
I guess Like, do we know what gun that bullet came from?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
Yeah.
I'm taking a swing that it's from the same gun.
Probably.
Well, there are rifle markings on this, so.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
How
true.
do we connect the bullet to Alita? 'Cause I
Do
don't
we
think
have the other
can.
bullet?
No
If
other bullets.
I'm thinking if we present this bullet and find that it has the same rifling as the murder bullet, then we can connect the gun to both places. We say the gun was where Alita was.
But yeah, right now, this is the only gun we have relevant to the entire case, so.
Is this the murder weapon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick look.
I mean, I did look, but. Oh!
Look, look,
Ah!
Hey, Chad! Bow, bow, bow,
Ah!
bow!
No!
Hmm.
I'm not sure what to present though.
Well, time to just start trying stuff until something happens.
Wanna try what the Clueless said?
Yeah.
Present bullet on I only went to warn him. Yeah. That's all
Yeah,
I
that's something. I'm thinking either this or the No Dark Secrets one, but either way, I think it's the bullet.
Any thoughts, Jay?
None yet.
Yeah. I while I play this game, this part is like completely blanked out in my mind, like what
Yeah.
exactly it
Yeah.
is. So we want to
Try
try
it.
this.
This
Do it.
place.
Do
Try
it.
it.
No!
Nope.
Your Honor, the statement contradicts the evidence right here. Look at this. Look at the bullet. Look at the bullet.
I guess the
That's
other one.
Oh,
I feel like it should work for both.
I didn't
It
show no
does?
impact, though. It's
I
just
don't
bullet.
see anything contradictory, Mr. Justice.
It's a bullet. You sure about that?
Objection overruled.
Come on!
You stop trying to think before you make accusations, Mr. Justice.
Never!
Not so much.
I didn't know how. I think it mattered.
I just want to real quick and read what the gun says.
Oh yeah, did we press everything?
We did press everything, and nothing.
Yeah, I think we did.
All right.
2 rounds were fired.
Two rounds.
were
2 rounds.
fired.
2 halves. 2 halves.
1 half this time.
Beep.
But
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm
Right,
glad at least
okay.
I looked at the gun again to remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that doesn't really bring us any closer at the moment. Does it?
No.
But it,
I mean,
it might
that's
help on
something
a follow-up question.
That will definitely come up later. but-
Probably.
I'm gonna try and press here again and just fast forward through this. Maybe something like to add on a second press or something. Because that happens every now and then.
Nope.
Yeah.
At the very least, what we were just thinking.
Hmm.
Yeah. Wait. 9 p.m. There's no more information to garner from this, right? Wait.
Paint.
I saw that, yeah. The wire. But I doubt there's anything like new information. It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there.
Oh, don't. The bare wires are hanging out.
Let's see. Zap! Eek!
That's. What are you okay? Was there a battery in there somehow? Don't.
Just a little joke.
I don't know how electricity works. I guess. Don't scare me like that.
But it was stored in there.
You mean, don't shock you? Zap!
But anything with this phone that would indicate time.
The time?
Oh.
There's no new dialogue there, though. But what time is it at?
It's at 8.
No, it's at 9:30.
Oh yeah, you're
Looks
right.
like.
So that would be after they arrived. So
When in Rome.
well. That at 10:15. Or between
Would you like
10.
a hint?
Maybe.
Then I'll go look it up.
Let's Stay. Ooh. I've read this.
Oh, my headlight flew out.
Breathing. Magic blood.
What?
Hmm.
We still don't have an explanation for that red liquid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to hint this because we basically already guessed this,
But it's
but we
just.
talked ourselves.
Was
We
this my
talked
second
ourselves
guy?
out of it.
Okay.
What do you say, we wonder?
Was I right? Was I right?
It was the
Oh.
bullet.
We've all talked a little bit, but you know.
I don't remember what you guessed anymore.
Oh, the bullet to Dark Secret.
No. Nope.
Oh.
It is the dark. It is the dark secret.
Hmm.
Where else had I gone?
So, like,
Was
is
it
it the
this?
chart? Is it the chart?
It's the chart.
Ah!
We already talked. We
Why?
already talked about the
What?
chart, but it's the chart again.
Yes,
Why?
Sorry.
because she is connected to this, and this would reveal it to Waki.
All right.
I didn't want to push too
Okay.
hard in case I was correct.
Hmm.
Ugh.
This chart was found inside of a safe in the doctor's office. Don't ask how.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why would this one chart be in the safe? Miss Yella, you know why it was, don't you?
Teapot noises. Mind filling me in?
Well, Dr. Marcus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away.
Didn't burn it?
Bad Herr Doctor.
Blackmail. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. And the nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it?
You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. Don't sell
Capitol
yourself
Hill.
short. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
What's happening again? Oh god, the 2 hours of sleep is kicking in. The
The coffee.
No, the coffee. Oh no, my bracelet's reacting again. It's a stupid face.
What is it, Apollo?
Well, I felt my bracelet tightened just now.
Your bracelet?
Or just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habits give them away.
But I can't see anything, Apollo.
Yeah. Then what's my bracelet reacting to? Is it my stupid reactions?
Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it.
It is your stupid reactions.
Oh no! Oh, what has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo.
Eh?
They must be sharper than mine.
Well,
The chosen one.
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, what do we do? Do we just stare at it? Do we see it?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses.
Oh no. Then it's up to me and my weird ass bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and just stare at her really hard.
Are you
Why would I go to
saying
the clinic for a half-year-old chart?
stare?
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't think it's this line.
Oh, why would I go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart?
The speed up, it ramps up and down. That's fun.
Yeah.
Friend.
That's all.
Maybe I shouldn't go away from the one new statement that you just added. Where do you guys want
All
me
right,
to look?
show me your pinky finger. Show me your pinky finger. It's always the pinky finger. Aha!
She's fiddling with her ring.
Oh.
I
guess we already missed it though.
Yeah, I remembered as you said it, so I was like, oh, it's a ring. I don't want to go there, and then you said that, so yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Stop! Wait,
No.
I thought stop was just pausing, not stop stopping. There it is.
Perceive.
We
You
good?
perceived, idiot. Yeah, perceive it.
Receiving. She's cheating on him with Maractus.
Okay, now the 2 hours of sleep is kicking in.
Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I
Wait.
ask you, hussy.
Now you say it.
Now,
Well, why do you go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart, you ask?
is it just me or am I the only one getting like Ghost Trick vibes from the background here?
Yeah.
No.
Sure, a bit of that.
I think
yeah.
I'm being sucked into hell or
Say so.
something.
But you know why you would go now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but you will. Oh, it was quite clear, Miss Dahlia. You
Dahlia.
have a nervous
Dahlia.
habit. Dang it.
I had it for so long. Good job though.
Oh, tried. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. I was staring right at your hands.
What?
Yeah! She wasn't sure. I saw it. And now I sound crazy. Now, that's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have 6 months to do something about it.
Indeed.
Yeah?
Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now.
The checkup?
I guess the checkup. I was like, oh hey, you got a bullet in your heart. And like, ah, shit. Oh, I got her on the ropes now. I can feel it and see it. Time to start the killing blow with evidence. Alright, Miss Tiola, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this.
What do you
The
want?
checkup?
I'd have to
I'm
imagine that
gonna
he
check
didn't
up.
know he was dying. She knew he didn't know he was dying. And now he knows he's dying. So now it's a
because
problem.
of the checkup, everyone else besides her and Maractus now know that he's dying.
Nah.
That makes sense. Yep. Gotta be.
Secret got out because of the checkup.
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What do you think when you heard about this, madam?
Nothing. Why should I think anything?
Let me see your ring. Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew that Walkie's chest x-ray would reveal that. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you.
Feathers.
My head hurts. That's all, Your Honor.
You
I wanted to
know,
pan back over to Apollo, and he's just bleeding from the nose.
What just happened?
She touched a ring, Your Honor.
Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. It hurt me as well. 2 hours of sleep, buddy.
He stole sleep from the others in that moment.
Here's the thing, at least Clavier has a reason to not have been sleeping.
Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic. But her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Gitakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order, order.
I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you.
Wait,
And then,
Miss Tiala?
it's true, that chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Walkie and went home.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
what?
She hid the truth from us, this is clear, yet. It is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Slammer. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Please.
Ah, was so close.
You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo.
Nothing happened
at all.
I warned him and left.
Of course he did.
Nothing happened.
Well, how did Mr. Maractus respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after them?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Nope. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday, right here in the courtroom.
Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hot, sir.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
Nothing happened in Dr. Max's office that day, huh?
But what about the meds we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. But we can't prove when it happened. Nor that Alida Tiala was in any way involved.
Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
Huh? Well, there's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
Bada
Bada bada bada.
Is she crazy?
Okay, so
Bullet.
Warm and lamp.
bullet or gun?
Bullet.
There's a bullet, so that's something.
All right.
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office? I disagree. Take a look at this.
What's that? Looks like a squished up ball of clay.
I think they call it like a Rolo. There's a little chocolate in it. And you're like, maybe it's caramel. You put it inside and eat one of
Kind of
those.
like you, actually.
What does that actually mean? This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. You'll never guess where. You'll never guess. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Ah, but this was stuck inside the door, sort of Dr. Safe.
Inside the safe?
In the safe.
I guess the police didn't check that far.
But there's a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us?
Mm-hmm.
The pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in the doctor or in the office on that day of the murder. The doctor's dead.
Not bad, Herr Forehead.
I'd call you Herr Eggplant, but you already killed that one.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately. Oh,
Ooh.
lawfully. Sorry.
I don't
Sorry.
respond to that anymore.
Yes, shut up and take it.
Okay.
30 minutes later, a report
30
arrives.
minutes later.
The rifling marks on both bullets are identical.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon.
Fuck!
Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
Well, the bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in the office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus? In order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Who already admitted to being there.
Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remains in his chest, his days were numbered. And if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination, his heart.
What?
That reminds me. Apparently the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune?
Who could that possibly be? Oh.
Hey, objection! You keep talking trash about my Alita. And I'll sue you, lawyer man!
That... me?
Yeah, you said you abused my Alita! That's what you said!
I think you mean accused.
Same difference. Well, you can't have it. She's mine. It was me. I shot at that doctor. Me.
Me!
Eh. He left me to die, so I left him to die too, there in that park.
Just cool down a second.
You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... Miss Tiala?
Oh,
Fine, just upstage me, why don't you?
sorry.
I don't like
It's fun to do.
It is fun to do.
I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Rocky. Wake up and smell reality.
Alita baby?
Huh?
Eh? Eh?
The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself.
Alita?
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein.
Heck, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is what you're really after.
That's right. I wanted the money.
Why are you admitting this? I mean, thank you, but what the fuck are you doing?
The Kitakis could easily kill you for this, you know? I mean,
You know,
they should.
you know what? I think I like this broad.
You still want to marry him? No, wait. That's whack. I ain't trying to hear that.
Should have done that wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who? Me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me.
Accused.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Threatening?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol.
The bullet! I shoot the bullet! The bullet!
With a bullet.
I mean,
We are professional lawyers.
You sing, Leonard?
Oh.
nothing.
Okay.
I got a fucking bullet!
He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Susie,
You had the most to lose if that chart was found.
But I didn't have a pistol, now did I?
Well, you could have taken walkies.
You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say was, it was me, I shot him.
that's only because he's trying to protect you!
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation, but the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
Uh-huh.
What point?
Certainly the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe. But then, wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh.
You see? That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe.
Mm.
Oh, he's right, though.
I am, and I know it.
He is
I
right,
hate
Miss
that you know it.
Tiala.
Yes.
It is clear to
Big
this court
man.
that you are not a very good fiance. Bad job.
You're
Oh,
doing a
I'm
bad
fl-
job.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Marcus Clinic on the day of the crime. We did that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have
Back to you.
fun.
Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even proof that I stole that pistol, do you? That brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
But it does. They calmed down the music from the cornered version?
Should you know that? I guess it's not weird that she knows that.
I think she was at least like in the courthouse when.
She was in the know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't
You
think
went
that's what we can
back-
get her on.
You went back later?
Yeah, this is new. She went twice. That shot was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. Oh no!
Oh,
heard about
woe
the
is
shooting.
me!
I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
That was you?
Thump.
Thump.
Oh.
Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door.
Someone's in there! Murder the
It's
door!
me behind this door and out your window.
Wahoo!
Break it! They left through that window!
Quick!
That's where the
on
shoes
the
are left there.
fenestrate.
So you were the burglar.
That was you two? If only I had one more minute.
Could have killed you myself.
Then I could have opened the safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that.
Brazen.
That too.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides,
We could make it one.
You can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself.
Yes, we can.
Heaven forbid a girl have hobbies, you guys. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
A major little crime? Oh, to avoid the big one, eh?
The series has done that before.
Mhm.
Why that day?
That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry.
But the police didn't check the safe, did they?
Well, they thought the crime scene was at the park.
I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Bah!
Feel the heat.
Huh?
Nah!
Oh no! Sky!
Aw. Cutting my salary again.
Aw.
Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah?
Saps, do not start screaming in Norwegian or I will scream at you. That's right, I remember.
I will drop dog.
Don't you dare. I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. That walkie sloppy.
Oh, a sloppy walkie is what we call. Never mind.
Later!
Later?
Oh no.
No, later!
Tell me about that later. Yeah.
No, later!
So I will. When I heard what was happening, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid and your little dog, too, had to get involved.
There was no dog.
But why did Dr. Maractus keep that chart around?
No, Jay. Spoon was outside, so technically there was a dog.
There was a dog.
There was a dog.
Somewhere.
It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Afraid of fire.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him.
But you could have stolen it.
Could have stolen it. Could have? Is this some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us.
Objection! Might I remind you that this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
Yeah, no, he's right, isn't he? I don't like that he's right.
I like it.
Bet you yeah, but
But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. So what's the point in dragging it out any further?
well, the doctor was shot in the right temple. Yes.
So it seems.
Let's review the fact again, shall we?
Oh yeah?
If the killer was shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday from that weirdo. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here.
Nope.
Was he, Herr Judge?
Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. This is what I remember. The victim turned his head to look and was shot. And
Impressive
explained
goldfish
everything.
memory.
Yes.
But that test was proven to be a lie. I did that. That was a lot of work. Our
Egregious.
egregious son of a bitch panic snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. But he was standing on the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from his location, the bullet wouldn't have hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
Yeah. What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Let's just imagine this
put
is the middle finger and he's flipping her off.
Put an egg in the microwave and leave me alone.
I will not leave you alone.
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
That's it?
Yep.
Nothing solid?
Mm-mm.
Wonder.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking about what I had for breakfast yesterday. But what matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple.
By technicality, I had pizza. Because it was
Oh.
3 p.m.
Oh.
I had pizza for breakfast. Well, I didn't have breakfast. Never mind.
I've done that before.
I made omelets.
Like, I had pizza this morning.
Mhm.
If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. Knekkebrod.
You know, breaking bread.
With liver paste?
Yeah? That's common Norwegian breakfast food.
Okay.
I try it.
I showed it. I even took it with me to America. It was in tube.
That was the
That's right,
caviar tube, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. We also have liver paste.
Yeah, you and that stupid cheese.
The brown cheese was irrelevant. That's also breakfast food.
That's
Ah,
on
boy, it'll wake
breakfast
you up in the morning, I'll tell you that much.
Especially if you like have it a little bit in the microwave. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
living
happy
Hades
there.
guy was mistaken.
It's too early for food discourse.
It's 2:22 a.m.
I had a sausage and egg sandwich yesterday.
That sounds really good. Oh, but his location was proven.
Bunch of hungry people on stream today.
Let me just eat my gingerbread.
You can't write that off as being mistaken.
Oh no! No, no gingerbread! Oh!
Damn it, Saps.
My victory Jesus.
Then why don't you show
Sir
us
Clavier.
my forehead? Still munching.
He's having a snack in the middle of the courtroom. Don't worry about it.
Show
The
you.
detective gave me one.
Like Emma.
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness, Panties guy, was standing to the north,
Yeah.
then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
They were in the bush.
Laid out the fact for I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is.
His forehead is a little shiny.
It's really hot here, and I just. Walkie-talkie was standing at the killer mark shore. Wesley Stigler at the witness mark. K, W, and then of course Pal Maractus was in the victim mark. Dang.
Oh, let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
Someplace else.
I'm thinking the bush.
I don't think it was
Where
the
did we
bush.
find the footprint? The footprint?
The footprint was directly south from the stand, and there was only one of them.
Yes.
Hmm.
It was like in front of the stand. I think she was hiding in the stand because the victim would have looked towards the witness, and she would have been behind the victim in the stand. So that's how the bullet would have entered the right temple.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. That's better than the bush.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime.
I just did, Apollo!
Silence voice in my head, we're not there yet. Without contradicting ourselves at some point.
I
It's
am
just truth.
several steps ahead of you.
No, you are behind me, please. But I know why. I'll get there because she's getting very loud. The real killer shot from an entirely different direction.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does.
What? Stop from what I missed is to feel the heat. Food discourse.
A lot. Yeah,
A little bit
lot
of food discourse.
lot
Liver
of food
tastes
talk.
good.
Chucky Croissant.
Let's hear it.
Croissant.
Chucky
Where
Croissant.
in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes.
Nah.
No,
And the better.
Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Double
Not
penalty.
even.
Oh.
Not
Like
even
so.
Double penalty. We've
How
got
did you have
bigger
the authority to do that?
Why do you have the authority?
I suggested it. He liked it.
Judge,
Go
I
ahead.
suggest that I win the trial. Does that work?
Oh, actually, you know what? He did say it, so I think I have to let him.
Hey,
It was this
Hey.
easy the whole fucking time.
hey, Judge.
Yeah.
Nice argument, however.
Oh shit! He raises a good argument, Apollo.
No, he doesn't!
Get back to the text.
I continue to like that one of them is himself.
Right. We should take helpful. We should take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. Oh, it's justice time. Straight to your face.
Are you sure, Apollo?
No!
Okay, just checking.
The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shot,
I'm not looking at the witness.
there's only one place the victor could have been.
The victor.
They're kind of the victor.
They're not in the situation. They won.
Not for long.
In the salty broth.
Yeah.
Within.
Definitely in the salty broth. Yeah.
In the
the
shack.
stand. And stand.
I believe we owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala.
What do you mean?
Well, thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. I keep wanting to say Wesley Snipes.
That's fair.
Well, we should have been listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men.
Whoa.
He shouted, just as he told us in the testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired, and the victim is hit in the right temple.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes! Which direction was his right temple facing at that mo?
I am shocked we didn't make this connection last time.
Right?
I thought about it. I thought I said it even.
Yeah,
I think you did say it.
Yeah, I just mean the game didn't like acknowledge this was a
Oh,
possibility.
I see. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right, towards the noodle stand.
Order, order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
The whole time.
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand,
Yes.
which would mean that the victim, Dr. Meraktis, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him.
Yeah, why did he have the cart? Did we ever go over that?
Why would
No?
we?
Unknown as of yet.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should worry about before that. I just got an idea from those voices again. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Thank you!
Good.
Thank you, Antenna Hair. You're channeling the voices very well.
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we?
No!
No, me time. Someone was hiding
Me
in the
hate
stand. You. Me thinks you does not.
No!
we have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby! Show us evidence that proves someone was in the stand.
I can't prove there was a baby there, so... Can I prove that? Oh, you want evidence that someone was in the stand? Well, too bad!
Bitch.
I kind of want to pick well too bad.
Can you save?
I can
first?
save first.
Okay, yeah, save.
Even if you get penalized, I will keep going.
Well, too bad! Kidding! Just kidding! I've got it. I have it. I know. Just one.
Worth
That was
it.
very funny, though. Then let's see it. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
The footprint. Or
That
the,
footprint.
yeah.
Is it the slipper?
There is no
Did we-
footprint.
I think I'm with a
Well,
slipper,
okay, the
yeah.
slippers then.
Slippers, I guess.
Big toe print. Well.
Wasn't there a slipper? Yeah, there was like a slipper
Yeah,
we
yeah.
found in the trash can with the leaf on it.
Yes.
The straight
it's
maple
this.
leaf.
Yes.
It is this. Yes.
Please.
Is the proof
Yeah.
just gonna be the okay, extra set of footprints there?
The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiana. Your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside the noodle stand, or at least next to it. Ah, for this anyway, yay!
objection!
Oh, one.
This isn't my theme. Yet there was only
'Cause
one
I'm
slipper
winning.
mark. No! One slipper mark found at the scene.
You're about to get
Never mind.
pinged.
No! Can't this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram.
Only if you put it into evidence.
Oh, I don't want to yet. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. The slipper wouldn't have left a trace on a cobblestone path.
Objection! Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on this stand and simply fell on the ground?
The paint.
That's just dumb.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle-making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You don't know that.
You have a point. As we all know
Typically.
about noodle stands, could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something.
That they
trying to
remove
think
the
of
bowls
what
from the
would've
stand to make
what would've-
room.
I was trying to think what would happen if they tried to localize this. Like we turned it into a
It's a hamburger
dirty
joint.
water hot dog stand.
Yeah. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be.
Remove.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
Did I do?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Bowl.
Ball.
Bowl.
Ball.
Bowl.
Take ball.
Ball.
Bowl.
Just curious for one thing real quick. No.
Nah.
Want to say bowl or want to say something else?
Bowl.
No, we want to
It's
say
gotta be
ball.
the bowl.
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 This is an Eldu noodle bowl from the stolen Eldu noodles noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it? You know, you
I
nailed
never
the
want
line,
to say
though.
that
It was
again.
good.
We discovered a large quantity of bowls yesterday, you see.
There's a real bull movement.
Oh, in the lobby. Oh, no. In the lobby of the Maractix Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's
So big.
clinic?
Mr. Eldoon was very clear about these bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodles bowls were in there too.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was no space inside that noodle stand.
There was space.
space.
We got the stuff when they moved the bowl. Space was created at the Maractix Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Stop!
Well, then get a better name!
I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not. What was that? No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
No need to put him in the crossfire again.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status.
A fiance.
This
Single?
court does... Still a bad fiance. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Oh,
Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale.
I heard you, or I saw you say Discord, but in my mind, I just heard Discord. I was like, what about Discord?
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiara. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
Are we finishing
And
the
then I'm
trial
throwing the
tonight?
book at you.
Ha!
Oh, this is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside of it? Down into the bottom of this case, at the bottom of the bowl, with the face on the bowl in the high.
She's holding a ring!
Ah,
Look at the ring. That night, I went to Dr. Maractus for the child. I went to Dr. Maractus for the child. I had no intention of ever letting that child fall into the Kitaka family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then I shot it.
Mm.
You knew about that botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brad got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, please begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over.
Okay, making fake rolls for yourself now.
You know, nice line, but
But we have our whole testimony now.
Finger!
Stare at ring.
I went to ask and talk to more.
Oh. Well,
So you did go steal that chart. The chart and the cart. You were in the chart with the cart to get the cart from the chart. to
Were
shoot the doc-
you listening?
No.
I said I asked him for it.
The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him.
true. It would have been impossible without a pistol.
But what if she did have a pistol?
I'll admit I wanted the chart. That much is true. My reason was simple.
No hand towards the ring. Let's keep pressing.
It could be a different.
No, impossible!
Now she's tugging her ear. Now, it certainly would have to put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say.
Not only that, if the Katakis had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Miraculous now, pulling the great noodle stand in the sky.
It seems our witness was in a fix as well.
Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand?
When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Could we be a little less morbid, please?
Nah.
Just a little bit.
So you see, I needed that chart. But Dr. Miraculous didn't understand.
He didn't understand.
He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. But you a real man.
Please don't speak like that anymore. It's creepy.
He was practically delusional.
They sent you.
He thought the Katakis had sent me to get the chart.
It makes some sense. You are their son's fiancé.
Don't make me laugh. The Katakis send me? They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. Maybe I should have gone in there guns blazing. Oh, did I say that?
Oh, shit.
If that's what really happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there?
How should I know? There weren't any bowls when I went, I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright?
Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance.
Apollo, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, I felt it respond.
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice.
So the last one?
Last one.
Gotta be.
It's not the same pose. It is different.
She's fiddling with her scarf now.
I was so close with the ear.
Give up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
This is much more subtle.
All I did was talk and lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. Those slip in confidence that gave it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your unnervous twitch when you say those words.
Twitch!
My Twitch? What are you talking about?
What's your handle?
That's where we are.
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
I was watching you. This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. It's totally the truth.
Gee.
I haven't blinked this whole time. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office.
Hickey.
And I've got proof that's exactly what happened.
The panties.
Yeah!
Bloomers.
Okay. Yeah!
The lamp?
Why the lamp?
It was on the
I don't know.
floor
It was
uncracked?
broken. But
Oh, okay.
It was, the bulb was broken, but nothing else for some reason.
And
Well,
there's
there's also a red
stain.
There's also a red stain on the cord.
uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Which is probably some kind of flavoring for ramen or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't
Just
blood,
like
right? We
the
confirmed
bullet.
it was not blood.
Could be the
I
bullet.
don't think that we
haven't
did do that.
confirmed anything.
I thought we had proven that it wasn't blood at
No.
some point. They're like, yeah, it doesn't seem like blood.
Yeah,
Remember I
they
licked
said
it.
it wasn't blood.
It was not blood. We know that. It's lipstick.
Yeah, that looks
It's
like a
lipstick.
lip mark.
Ah.
That's a lip mark.
They were
Yeah.
biting the cable for reasons.
Well, I think maybe was he trying to strangle her?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Ah.
I joked about Hickey, but I was actually thinking like some kind of strength, like bruising, like he tried to strangle her. And if that's lipstick, then that would put it at around face, head, neck area.
I like your scarf, Alita.
It is a cute scarf. Ooh, I should wear mine.
One.
I wanna
Want
wear
to
mine.
go for this one or something else?
No, do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
You want or leave?
Ooh, what's that?
You're touching your scarf again.
You're really bad at this.
There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken. There's a red splotch on the cord.
Eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for that lamp state. That lamp state.
Well, spit it out. Just talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. Got
Double
him.
got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
What I said. It's a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Is this a reference to that one fairy tale
Ow.
or ghost story or whatever?
Huh? Huh?
If you know, you know.
Oh,
I do not know.
I do not
I
know.
don't know.
I, do
I
not know.
scream for I do not know.
And I'm the ghost guy.
So I muted because there's a train. No, it's like this ghost story about like this guy marries a woman, but she has this scarf that she always wears. Scarf to hide decapitated Ted is a pretty common trope. Yeah, and then like eventually he convinces her, or like he either takes it off her or convinces her to take off the scarf, and her head falls off
Oh,
because the scarf was keeping her head on her neck.
sounds a little familiar.
Horrifying. Oh, we'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as our witness removes her scarf.
But I feel like in the story it was specifically a green scarf, at least the way I heard it. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party.
You're not unrelated anymore.
You can't order me to remove my clothing without...
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Tiala? Your neck! It's a hickey!
Nope. That isn't what I think it is. It's a hickey.
Something did happen at the office, or at the Miraculous Clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. You had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it.
But wait. Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Mr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened the night in the Maractus Clinic.
Whoa!
Feathers.
Oh,
Is your
Did she
dress
fly away?
alive?
Yes.
It's just a real bird.
Order.
It's gonna fly off at some point.
Will
grows
someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Jack.
Oh. Well, looks like my clinic's seen its last patient, meow.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
What? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Idiot. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You! So what happened next?
He jumped at me, knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Pal Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
So you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I?
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic.
Force the shot fired.
And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. That guy was a bad doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
A bad doctor.
Naughty.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice,
Keep her
I
nearby.
believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiara.
When did this happen? So everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
That's all, Your Honor.
Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look.
What does that mean?
Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Well, Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There is more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Lita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Lita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you?
Uh-huh.
You too,
do.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Me? Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth. And to jam out.
Well, let's go back to what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash.
Chad, hide!
Ah!
With the intent to give Mr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Mr. Maractus?
What about Dr. Maractus?
What about him?
That doesn't seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after this crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear that what the good doctor did next. Well, Hair Forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Now, do I have evidence to show what he did next?
He put her in the stand.
Hmm?
Oh, he put her in the stand?
And
To
then he
hide her
starts.
body.
Oh, maybe he thought that he had killed her.
Yeah.
And he just sent it on the Oregon Trail.
Man, bad doctor. Can't do an autopsy even.
Yeah.
Do you want to present this?
It's either this or the bulls.
Ah, it's hard to
Stand
tell
makes
which one
sense.
they would
Yeah, I'll
want.
try to stand.
Ugh.
As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Gael'Dun's noodle stand.
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? Or is he gonna like dump her in the river or something? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside the stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? The stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Ah. Wait, you don't mean.
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My jam!
Oh,
Our jam now.
Apollo
Oh!
time.
my corpse?
Had a forehead. You had the opportunity to say just this time, and you didn't?
And then he justiced all over those dudes.
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
You've been in this room with us, right? Well, then let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Wakikitaki?
I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. Here, I'll hold it up for you. Now, where exactly was the victim dragging the stand?
The bush!
The
The
bush!
trash can!
The trash can where the panties were.
Perfect. Everything connects to the trash can.
Yes.
It's
So they
even
almost
been
go
aimed
together.
at the river this whole time.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna linger on this one.
There! That's a river!
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
Please do. Alright, we'll do it for you. A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was going to throw me into that river?
Had forehead, you said you wouldn't. Right? You didn't have any other options, Fraulein.
I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. Irk indeed. And then the denouement.
Hey!
Yeah.
Is that what
Close.
that is?
Denouement.
The T is
Fuck
silent,
that
but
word.
otherwise good.
The
You don't remember it?
denouement.
You don't remember it from what was it?
Raincode.
Raincode? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nay.
No.
Huh.
What's a stickler of panty snatching fame walks up, seeing the two
famous
men, and he
now.
shouts. Yeah.
And he's snatching fame.
In that instant,
Treaty!
Three.
So triggering right now.
No.
Stop that!
No.
ayo.
Wow!
Yeah.
Good animation. They could have just made it transparent, but no, they had to do that.
No.
I need to record it for future reference.
Yeah. And the pose too, very Bond girl.
Mhm.
So I shot him.
You're the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you.
Explosive little stand with mine.
No. Oh, that's some dark magic. Well, Miss Tiala?
Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
Oh, your justice.
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story
Mm.
to get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park?
Who knows?
You knows.
But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
I do?
I do? Oh, where of what? I still can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Herr Forehead's errors?
Then maybe there's really something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of Herr Doctor's car.
His car?
His car!
Oh, don't do that.
That's right, the Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
Garage!
Garage.
In which
Garage.
sat a green sports car, was it?
Wasn't it yellow?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? Wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
I have an idea. Save me. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Ah,
One that just hit a brick house. A brick house named Phoenix Wright.
What an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Yeah?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
Got fucking bounced. Oh, that's right. At night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car.
Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterwards, he drove it back to the garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead!
There's something on my forehead. No!
Order, order, order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Because a mirror was missing. It would have been safe.
I got.
Yeah. Is that a groan of surrender I hear?
Nah!
We're grown. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you learned over the last 2 days.
I've reviewed it.
Have you now?
Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance.
That's what you said last time.
The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
That's not where I thought this was going. I thought he was trying to pin the blame on Eldoon.
Keep quiet, probably.
Oh. So the three options: the car didn't run, get lied to the car, someone else stole the stand. Okay,
Yeah.
well, starting from the top, who would have stolen the stand? I can't think of anybody. I mean, we were saying the car runs. That's how they got it home. I mean, unless somebody pushed it, but we haven't got any evidence of that. Phoenix just gets up. Oh, this hit me. I'm gonna push it home.
There's a scene I want to remind them of, but I don't think I should.
Nah. But just remember,
Where's the
Gavin's
body to
phrasing
the
was
car?
very important.
What did he
Remember
say?
Everything you learned.
Oh shit! I don't learn anything.
Could you pardon me for just like 1 minute?
Everything
Can
we've
you
learned.
look
All
at-
right. Well, what have we learned?
Is this something we might have in evidence?
There might be some clues in here.
Not sure.
Oh, let's see the map.
That's not the map. That's also not the map. That's the map.
Dorami. Okay.
Would Mr. Eldoon have tried to frame Dr. Maractus for some reason?
I think it would be the reverse, wouldn't it? Maybe he took the stand to frame Eldoon. Like, aha, Eldoon's stand.
Well, that's what I
is
was
the
thinking, but
body.
none of our options line up with that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It doesn't feel like the plot's going towards it was Eldoon the whole time. Did we learn anything through fingerprints?
We learned about the toe prints with
Oh, that's right.
the
This is the
zippers.
toe prints case.
Yeah, and also how
There's
to
two-
open the safe, but that's about it.
No.
Looking at the options again. Can we go back to the text?
Which one?
Like
Oh,
you can get
these
out of the quirk.
options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I'm back.
I don't know how to give hints.
I don't think we should give any hints.
Okay, I won't.
The car didn't run. Oh! Wait, no. But
Because of the pennies
Tell me
in
your
the,
thoughts.
in the tailpipe?
the panties in the tailpipe.
All cars are the same.
It
I guess
always comes
present
back
the
to
panties?
pennies.
Well, there's nothing to
Or wait, no,
present.
Is
don't
it-
present them. Don't present them. Just pick the
Yeah.
middle option.
Well, because of underwear. I have an idea thanks to the voices in my head.
Hi, we're the voices.
It's all coming
That's all.
together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Might making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss T. All the voices in my head. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. Panties.
You're
If
talking
it's
about
so
these?
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence.
Yes,
Show us
sir.
Why the car wouldn't run that night.
Gladly.
It was missing a mirror.
Oh my god.
You should have covered the panties.
Let's see now. Yeah, some panties again.
All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth.
Yeah, I wasn't like cycling through the evidence just because I saw that the panties at some point mentioned the pipe in the car, so I was like, I'm just gonna scroll past all of them.
Another crime was committed on the night of the murder. Very heinous crime. The theft of those panties. The largest in a string of similar thefts, actually.
The largest.
They were the biggest panties. Let's move on. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
Garage.
I was just scrolling past all the evidence. I just knew that that was part of it that, was relevant.
The snatcher hid the panties, therefore, or before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghosts.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too.
It is.
Hard to believe it could just break just from that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogged exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting.
Well, Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling. The panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. Unless they weren't in there well enough, they just popped right out, but...
Very sturdy panties.
I see.
What?
That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Moving on. Well, Miss Tiala. This wraps up your doubts quite nicely, I think.
So it does.
So it do.
Where am I? So dark, can't see, cramped. Pain, my throat's burning.
Jay.
Shoot.
JB.
What did I do to him?
It doesn't matter.
All radio voice.
Yeah. Oh, well, what's your problem, buddy?
You, Doc, you know what you did.
Nah.
Walkie?
You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Wait, let me explain. Your dead
Fine.
girlfriend's in the car. Oh, no!
Fine, I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think.
You think?
It's not just me.
No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him.
Cease this at once, you two!
I snap my fingers to distract myself from trauma.
Huh.
Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
Wow.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe you heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public payphone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. He also apparently didn't bother taking your gun.
For some
mean-
reason.
Throwing
Well,
it
no,
in
the
the
gun
water?
was. Yeah. The plan was to throw it in the river with the
I
body.
guess that's true. And he
Oh, yeah.
thought she was dead.
He should have also put the lamp in there, but maybe he just didn't think of that.
Panic!
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to connect himself to her in any way, so.
I guess sure, you got a point.
That's true.
Although the slippers, whatever. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No. My biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Yeah, I'll take this as a compliment.
I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you.
It
It's the
suck.
shittiest looking law firm I can find.
Fucking.
She got the last laugh.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She confessed to everything. We're proceeding her arrest order now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He figured out what she was the killer a while ago.
Blah, 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 all of you know everything you
Blah blah
learned.
blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, pat of forehead.
That nickname.
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Yeah!
Oh, not
Guilty!
Yeah!
It's Emma doing the confetti now.
Yay!
Yay!
Disgruntled.
Maybe it's both of them. Could it be both of them?
Both of them at the same time.
Just
Yes.
aging Dick Gumshoe.
I want Dick Gumshoe to still be involved. Court is
Yeah.
adjourned.
He now has to pay the department to work there.
One last time, it was June. It's been June, everybody.
Oh,
been June.
It's been June.
it was almost 420.
That was last time. That was last time.
Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Wagi's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes!
Or to blame, I guess.
You get my Alita back! The stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish?
Wonder?
Enough, Waki.
Mr. Kataki!
It's high time you open your eyes, Waki.
I forgot his name was Big Wins.
Boss.
What do you know, old man? Boss. I think it's about time you open yours. Giving up the life trying to become some kind of businessman? Eh?
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. I'm doing this for you, my boy.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail. Oh, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help him out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needed to make some money. We should tell Waki.
Mm.
Oh, Waki! Apollo has something to show you.
He wants to pay for the surgery.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot.
Eh? What's that? Eh?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
And why was Kitaki trying to become a businessman?
Panties.
Obviously.
His wife's panties.
Is it the... Okay. Is it the checkup report or is it the original document? about
Probably the
this?
checkup report.
Yeah.
I
Urgent
do
exam needed.
really want to know if you present the mother's underwear in this exact situation.
These are your mother's panties.
You would fail.
Maybe
It wouldn't
save.
be funny.
I
save it for you.
recognize this anyways.
I can't save.
Oh, okay. Well, the checkup probably.
It's got to be the checkup report.
Mhm.
I wanted to try the panties if I had saved.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition.
I'm wondering if either
Eh?
would work.
I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
You
they
talking to my
lived-
wife?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
She does meat. You ain't really. Are you?
Now he looks like Naruto.
Aw.
He
You
does.
look a lot like Naruto the whole time.
I searched the globe and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it.
Huh?
It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you. And I want to do it clean.
Boss. Boss!
Big wins.
Little eyes!
It's the eyes, man.
I love him.
Please understand, Waki.
Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for.
You
Waki?
idiot son.
Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try hiding your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
Oh, wait, he means kill him.
My.
I thought he meant like for
Waki.
dinner.
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki! I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes.
No, this is better.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Oh, me? I don't think I
Get
just...
paid, Apollo.
Someday, I'll pick you one of our latest, the Kitaki Lime Pie.
Is he opening a pie shop?
So long,
Jay Bowser.
you, a family.
Aw,
Mwah.
aw.
And
I'm giving all my dirty money to you, Justice.
no. And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
2 days
2 days
ago?
ago. Yeah.
Aw, we make a good team.
We do.
Big wins kisses Apollo, Trucy, Mr. Hat, and then takes his wife's panties back.
That's fair.
Please
Fair.
stop carrying these.
Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
You stop that,
You may-
Apollo Justice.
You may keep these as a memory of our time together.
Hands him his panty.
Huh. Why not? She did help me out. And there's still a few questions I need answers to.
Wow.
Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. Why don't we figure it out? It's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim a reward from Mr. Eldoon.
No, salty noodles. Right. He got his stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Don't take him out.
There he is.
Yeah. Oh, it's special, all right.
He's anything but him.
Why not?
Why not?
He's part of the
And-
Yakuza.
And yeah,
And-
baby, we made it.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
We beat the game!
We did it. We
The
won.
whole game.
Mm-hmm. You guys
All
want to
right.
start the next trial?
You can be aware of what happens, right?
We've got half an hour.
Yeah.
let's do
About.
it.
He's got a taste, a slathering, a smattering.
Yeah.
Yes!
Do you have-
Little
Good taste.
appetizer.
Oh, it's Turnabout Serenade.
Oh, seven.
Let's rock!
Where's Sex Bomb?
Oh, hi.
Are these the main characters of that one agent rhythm?
We
game?
love you! Wow! Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet! Get on your handkerchiefs for our special guests! That's right, baby. The night's just getting started!
Thank you for coming to the Gavineers Guilty as Charged tour. This
What?
ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission.
Guilty as charged.
So
It's
I
July.
I don't
Sorry.
remember the entire last case, but I remember that opening scene.
This is so cool. Us at a Gavineers concert?
Is it Gavineers or Gaviners?
Gavineers. Gaviners? Gaviners.
I thought it was
Governors.
Gavineers.
There's no I there.
Yeah,
What's
but
a terrible
huh.
name? Gaviners?
Gaviners.
Gavin.
The Goovinies.
The Gaviners.
Gaviners.
Gaweenie.
Ah,
Yeah,
did you
shit,
say
so-
something? My ears are still ringing. The Gavinis putting the sick back in music.
the Gavinis.
He's allowed. He just likes it. He's allowed to put whatever
Yeah.
fucking wrong name he wants.
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know.
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs.
Ooh.
I always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner's show.
Jersey. You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case? What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name?
Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl.
And
I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. Aw.
god awful, maybe.
Tee.
Bleh.
Bleh. Eto
Don't you
bleh.
eeny meeny at me.
Eto
I love
bleh.
her.
I bought all their stuff on the way home from that trial. I got 12 Gaviters albums and 15 concert videos.
That's quite a lot of impulse shopping.
I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance.
Huh? For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Now, who would have imagined me here at a Gavin's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I ever admitted to Trucy. Idiot.
It's July.
That's his
I'm gonna be-
guitar.
I'm gonna be right back.
Love it. I like
Oh.
Prestigo says his parents
The
were
Red
pissed when
Badger?
Clavier learned the guitar instead of piano. Rude dude.
Beautiful. Ah, you made it!
Mr. Gavin! Thanks so much for the tickets.
And the invoice you sent along with them.
You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin.
Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah?
Nah.
And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Good luck.
Lamy Royer.
Le Miroir.
Let me
rock.
let me wa-
Let me roar!
Let me rock? Let me
let-
roar.
Let me roar singing, right? The siren of the valley.
The genuine pain.
We ruined it.
Let me roar.
Sorry, not sorry.
Le
Oh.
Miroir.
Lay mirror.
Lay mirror.
It's a Rob.
This close, Jay.
That flyer said that she flew all the way over for the show.
She, you say?
That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. I
Is
think
this me?
No. I think it's
Is
Jay?
This might be Jay. Try it.
What?
Jay, give me a little bit of gravel, just a little bit.
Lemuel says, "You praise me too highly."
Perfect.
Oh.
Whoa, who is this guy? He's huge!
Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche, Lemuror's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally.
Is it Lemmy Lemmy
I'm just going for
However-
Lemuror.
However you all pronounce it,
Wait.
I'm going to do it differently because I'm guessing that character is my next one. I could be
Are they
wrong.
from the Frances?
Actually, let me. Oh no, it
Oh.
could be Lunar. Could be Lunar.
have
I don't
no
know
idea.
who this character is.
Let's just keep going.
Oh.
Romaine lettuce. God damn it.
Very good.
It is a great honor for us to be here. And a great honor for Lemuel to be heard in this country.
What?
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Huh?
Come on,
Wingdings.
read this. Come on, it's easy.
Who?
Well,
Art
it.
who?
hit the button.
Hit the button.
I know.
Ah!
That voice.
Hi, Gaster. Wasn't expecting you.
Mm.
I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful.
There she is.
It is me.
Baguette.
Okay. Okay, I
It's
guess.
Lemmy Wah.
Right.
I'm actually meeting Lemmy Wah.
See, at least you're trying.
Kamiwa?
Lemmy Wah.
Fine. Lemmy Wah.
Lemmy
Wah.
Wah.
Mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air,
Deep, noted.
nothing above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Baguette.
Let me says. We have long looked forward to this joint performances.
Ah, la miroir. Your voice. It is art.
Is that true?
Oh, you gulping guy.
I couldn't even get through that read myself.
Yet without this piano to guide me, it is
Dummy,
but
it's
a
canon.
voice.
Animal Crossing noises.
Who's
Whoa!
this friend?
Cinnamon Bun,
Oh, I
Tiny.
love them.
member of the Team Galactic. I've seen this kid somewhere before.
He plays piano at all of Lemmy Wah's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist.
Good penis are a dying breed, I hear.
Be very careful how you pronounce that word.
Did I say it right?
No,
Or you risk-
s-
No.
Or you risk
Yeah.
flattering me.
Oh,
I don't have it.
but you play that.
Jay?
You don't
Just
want to
keep going.
die, do you?
Continue.
Jay.
Continue.
That
Do you wanna
joke
die
wasn't for
someday?
you.
It's your line.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Allow me to do Maki Tobai. He's a blindy.
Machi?
Machi Tobai.
Mochi to buy?
Machi to buy?
Like you're buying
Buy it?
mochi?
Tabaye?
Like mochi?
Machi Tabaye?
Maybe.
Tobaye.
He's blind!
That is why he never strays far from Lamiwa. They are always together.
Oh, like you and Mr. Hat.
Like characters from some fairy tale.
Lemmy Wah is so, what's that word? Exotic? And mysterious.
Was that a Little Mermaid reference?
Mm.
No, anyway, sorry. She doesn't seem, well, she does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do.
Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique.
Huh?
Eh?
She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm.
Sights into song. That's so poetic.
He's a sightseer.
She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. I hope you enjoy it.
I can't wait.
I am not gonna try singing. And now
Do
it is time. Fine.
So easy. So easy.
For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lemero, the stage is yours.
The band members will not play during Lemiroi's Barande. Only Machi's tender tones and Lemiroi's dulcet voice.
And my guitar, of course.
Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know?
I should have learned to play the guitar. All I can play is the spoons.
And
There's not so much romance in Chords of Steel!
shall we hit the stage then?
Good luck, Mr. Gavin.
Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly.
Paula, play guitar.
Oh. Yes, please.
I hope you guys like this cutscene.
Okay.
Oh, okay, great.
They.
They actually improved on the cutscene.
Her arms
Wow.
moved! Oh, she's 3D.
Oh.
3D!
Oh.
How the shade is going up!
Anyways, apparently Gallon is not singing. Thank God.
Oh. Oh, she can sing in English, I guess?
I mean, I don't know
We know what
Japanese,
she's
but I can
saying.
Japanese.
Yeah, maybe she memorized the lyrics.
Ah. Oh, there's her lips. Oddly.
What?
Well, now she's dead. All right, he did it.
No, the stage is mine only.
Get deleted.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
fuck.
part of it.
Oh.
Oh no, she's lip syncing.
Whoa!
Hell yeah. There's no guitar, only piano.
Fuck! Come on! Put it off! Put it off! Stop it!
The
Please, my guitar!
It's July.
It's July.
Wow. Wasn't Lemiwa amazing?
Le miroir?
I even cried a little.
I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production.
What a destruction. I
Oh,
don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's still 20 minutes to the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need?
yes.
They played one song and then took another break.
Well, there
true.
was
I
a
mean-
fire, I guess.
What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it.
Wander.
Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge.
I play new rock, not Great Balls of Fire.
Everybody loves Jerry Lee Lewis.
Speaking of fire, I have to good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
Nah.
Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me?
Yes!
How
I didn't do
dare
it.
you!
No,
I know,
Apollo,
right?
don't say that.
Keep it in
I'm
bed!
sorry. It was the glare off my forehead shining on your guitar, and oopsie poopsie, I tried to burn you.
Got him. So much for risking your life for art.
The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined!
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now.
He mad.
He angry.
Had a forehead.
Yeah?
Understand that I am not Prosecutor Gavin now. I am lead vocal of the Gaviners.
Oh, that's how you say that.
I think. I don't know. That badge sings a different song. On a different
I'm thinking
stage.
the Gavinis.
Fuck you.
Oh. Right, I wish I had an alter ego to hide behind sometimes.
Don't worry. It'll
Like my
happen someday.
dad.
You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act?
Part of the act? Who
Part of
put
the
up a
crew.
guitar on the purpose?
But
Where
it
do I
worked-
start?
It worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on my heart, fire, burn my love all away.
Wait. You think the audience thought it was...
Sounds like you got lucky.
They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did.
I'm saved.
I'm too good.
Fuck yeah. He got lucky and didn't even realize it.
Anyway, that guitar was like Ferrario guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burn one of those at every show, I go broke.
I'm usually frugal for a rock band.
Try saying that to Mr. Gavin.
Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken.
Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lamiwa's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin?
Ah, yeah, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody.
You know, I was surprised she could sing in English.
I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here.
What's this?
A lyric sheet. It's yours.
You just handed
Great.
these out to anybody who wants them.
Signed by myself and Lamirois.
Number one. Bonjour.
Yippee! Yippee!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Thanks so much.
Go do crimes. All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements.
Dude, evidence!
Evidence.
Apologize in advance for that becoming evidence. Almost time for the third act of the
Why?
night.
It's already evidence.
You fool.
Oh? There's more?
Yes, Lamirois' part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it.
Woohoo! Ready, Apollo?
I think I'll pass.
Huh?
Eh?
Eh?
I like the bit with Lamimi. But the rest could use a volume knob turned way down.
Rude.
Oh, Apollo, you're getting old.
Hey! Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm going.
Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock.
Hey, you're older than I am!
Do we have time to move to the hallway?
Yeah, do your thing.
Maybe.
No rush tonight.
It's Friday night.
It's July.
Dude,
It's July.
it's a
Oh,
backstage.
that's what the badger is.
Backstage all way.
Emma!
Emma! Hey, it's you. That right, cat.
Oh, is that the sky? I'll let that right kid business pass.
Right in the sky. Just sounds good together, doesn't it? Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder.
That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here?
Investigating a murder.
What?
Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Ugh.
That is a downgrade.
It is.
Security? Did something happen?
Ugh, there's no knowing with that glamorous fob. Apparently, he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star?
He is a big rock star.
Hey, you listening to me?
Yeah. So, where's this door here lead to?
This one? That's... Let me Lemiroir's dressing room.
I think
It
it's
says
Lemmy.
so right there.
Lemiroir?
You can barely see that.
Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snack juice in your face.
That looks like a
Is that like-
burnt, half-eaten hot dog.
Is it like a sausage or a chocolate or?
I always
That's
thought it
like
was a chocolate thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Beef jerky stick looks like.
What? I don't know.
Is she ever in a good mood? I wonder. Emma, could you take a look at this? Emma, what do you think?
She's really going at it, isn't she?
Emma? And Mimi? This must be a bottomless bag of snacks. Emma? There's someone eat those snacks with so much vehemence. How do you ever a wide berth?
God, Tonk.
She stuck caught me.
She'll do that.
Is it the same? Yeah.
Emma.
Get snack
It's
food.
just as well because it
The
is time.
Get snack food, idiot.
So I think we're just gonna let her eat these snackies into into eternity, right? Because it is.
Emily!
You.
Hi. Hey.
Pat the man. Pat the
Do
badger.
do.
One finger pat.
Do.
We're so close to a good stopping point.
We are.
Oh, we're close to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Jay.
What's this? A snackoo for ants? Oh, some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lamini's bodyguard dropped it. Ah! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen?
If you think you're gonna pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling
I wasn't even.
on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Why? I guess I gotta stop munching. So this is La Mimi's dressing room?
If you even think I'm going in there, I'll.
Right. What was that? Was that a gunshot?
Crash.
Something's going on.
You out of my way. Lemura! Lemura! It's not locked. I'm going in.
I hope she's not dead.
She's probably dead.
Oh no,
July.
everything's fine.
Oh,
Lie.
Those should be some crazy ass bullets back there. Jesus Christ.
Or poor walls.
Could be shitty walls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What an awful noise. Oh, it's the concert. Ah!
Oh!
It's Lemmy's manager, Mr. What's his name?
Latus! Oh no! Hey, you.
Yeah, me.
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right?
And don't touch anything. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Ding dong, bing bong.
What's going on? I just talked to him, and now. He's alive!
Huh?
Mr. Natusi, can you hear me? Sean's. I was Sean's. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There's a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't say. Again, Elizabethus. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Why?
why the clip?
Why the clip?
He just wanted to remember Mr. Lutus's last moments.
I guess. Mr. Latus! Yes! Emma! What was that?
Is this
Oh,
the
yeah,
first time
whoa.
we've like seen, as the main character, seen the victim die?
I think so.
Think so.
Oh. Oh, who's there?
What's wrong?
Emma! Emma, did you see anyone just now?
Huh? No.
I could swear I just heard a door close.
The concert's been canceled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latus? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible.
I lost him. Romain Latus shot.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought Lemuro was gonna be the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Now
too.
she lives.
And I heard his
Wow.
last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means.
Apollo.
What?
It is July.
And now,
Happy
the
July.
perfect stopping points.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Everybody is
All right.
dead.
We needed the
I
cliffhanger.
realized
We did.
Sorry,
I've
Roman
been-
Latus.
I've been the real killer twice now.
Mhm.
Am I gonna
Yeah.
be the defendant?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Mm.
We'll see.
We'll
Guys,
see.
good episode.
Yeah.
We beat
Good
we
one,
beat-
yeah.
It was lettuce soup.
That is soup, feather
Let us
soup.
soup.
Let there be soup.
Let there be soup.
As always.
Bad
Uh,
fiance soup.
Bad
Bad.
fiance. Oh my gosh. Terrible fiance.
So bad.
Awful.
Anyways, what are we doing tomorrow?
What am I
Tomorrow
doing tomorrow?
is the Splatoon 3 big run.
Oh,
Yeah!
Ooh. Look
So
forward to it.
not the Splatfest.
Not
the
Splatfest.
Splatfest.
That's
We're starting that at 2 p.m., right?
yes.
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 Yeah.
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 With ham.
With
Splatoon?
ham.
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Until then. It was lettuce soup.
Lettuce soup.
Yes.
Boy!
Good
Sounds like
night.
the worst soup.
It's a fine soup. Bye!
Snacko soup.
Not that great.
Bye.
Lettuce soup. It's already mostly water.
Shut it!